What is up, guys? Dashing here, bringing you episode 630 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 11 of Supremacy. We are just 24 hours away, guys, from Purgatory, the last pit stop on the road to Ascendant 7, which will be tomorrow night. But we have got an action-packed card right here, right now for you all, and it kicks off with some tag team action, a rematch between the Street Gods and Thunder from Down Under. TFDU, since debuting a little over a month ago, have only been defeated once, and that was at the hands of Anthony Brown and Curtis Heist a couple of weeks ago via countout, guys. And I know for a fact that the Aussies are looking forward to getting that win back right here, right now. What up, everybody? Z Bateman, famous, Proudfoot Goat. Glad to have y'all with us. As I mentioned, tomorrow going to be Purgatory, guys. Not just one, but two Elimination Chamber matches. The main event for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. We're going to find out once and for all who is going to the main event of the show of shows to face Royal Rumble winner PJ Moon. Will Reese Ortiz, the champion, be able to escape with his reign still intact, or will it be one of his 5 challengers? We get a bit of a preview in tonight's main event, as it'll be a tag team match. Pierre Thompson and George King taking on Brian Jacobson and the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion Reese Ortiz. But speaking of championships, we've also got a title match right here tonight, as Jason Spade is going to get his shot at the Zero G Championship, knocking off DRH a few weeks ago. And, well, Spade really hasn't shut up since, saying that he is the true and deserving Zero G champion. He'll have the chance to actually make that come to fruition a little bit later on, before he steps into the chamber tomorrow night. He's a part of the International Championship Elimination Chamber. By the time this weekend is over, we're going to be looking at Jason 2 belts. What up, J-Rod? The former CMV Unmatched World Tag Team Champion Street Gods cousins Anthony Brown and Curtis Heist soiling the streak that Thunder from Down Under have been on since coming to Supremacy a couple weeks ago when they defeated them via countout on an episode of Aftermath. Thunder from Down Under actually requesting this rematch, granted by General Manager Jade Dynamite. Will we see another sneaky victory from Brown and Heist? Or can the Aussie boys try and bounce back? Tag team division red hot as of late here on Supremacy, and we know it's our first confirmed Ascendant 7 match, guys, made official by all parties involved at the grandest stage of them all. It's going to be one final battle. The Sully Bros enacting their rematch clause to challenge the Armbar Society. Of course, Walter Bollet and Chris Sullivan individually tomorrow night at Purgatory gonna have their hands full. Walter Bollet defending his Anarchy Championship against Shamrock, while Chris Sullivan gonna step into the ring and finally get his match with Baron Blade one-on-one and no outside interference. Jay Dynamite said if anybody in the Armbar Society tries to get involved, the ABS will be stripped of their tag team titles, and it's no disqualification. I don't know, I'm not thinking Baron Blade's gonna be walking out of Purgatory. Be lucky if he even leaves alive. And here we go, getting things started here. Going to be Anthony Brown and Ashley Amell. Referee rings that bell, collar and elbow tie up. Ashley Amell going to go around for a waist lock. Nice wrestling takedown. Transitions quickly into a side headlock. And a punch right to the face. Going to have Brown get to his feet. Kick to the knee before Amell could get to him. Hurricane Rana spiking Amell right on top of his dome. Did not look like a ticket. Now Brown was also a former unmatched television champion. Gonna stomp at the hand of Ashley here over and over again. The Street Gods, especially lately, have been very rough. It's not like them to be taking those, cheap wins, but they've been desperate. Since coming to Supremacy, they need to start picking up some dubs. They know that, willing to do what they've got to do. But Thunder from Down Under, not just going to lie there and take it. Float over DDT from Ashley Amell. Dragged by the arm towards the center of the ring. Amell going to line up his shot, driving the knee right to the side of Anthony Brown's head. And now into a knee bar. Anthony Brown could be in trouble here, but he's able to get a well-placed boot to the chest. Getting himself out of that one, but not out of this. I don't know what Ashley Amell was just going for there. But now we get a hot tag, and here comes Jacqueline Hendricks. Flying clothesline. Not having any of that, neither here nor there is Anthony Brown coming from behind in the corner for double knee to the back. Clothesline connected at that time. And what do we have here? Rebounding off the turnbuckles. Throwing Brown clean across the ring with that belly-to-belly suplex. Now a hot tag to Curtis Heist. Believe it or not, a former CMV light heavyweight championship contender thrown out of the ring. That was a pretty wild season in CMV. We had Curtis Heist challenging for the light heavyweight championship. Joey Bacon challenging for the light heavyweight championship. What a time to be alive. But now this fight going to split to the outside. I don't know how smart this is. Thunder from Down Under, if they're wise, they should get this fight back in the ring ASAP, because I don't think the Street Gods would mind taking another count-out win. You're the true MVP, Echo. Look to the jaw, we're already at the count of 5. By the way, a match just added to the show tonight by Jay Dynamite not an hour ago, and I cannot be more excited, looking forward to it. It was actually originally, oh my God, Curtis Heist just breaking Hendricks' back perhaps off the apron with that clothesline. Count of 8. Originally tonight, we were supposed to see in our co-main event Ryan Kent, guys, taking on Dante Tatum, but well, after what happened to Kent earlier tonight before the show started, we'll talk about that a little bit later on. Kent has been replaced by Paul Devine. Yes, you are hearing that correctly. We are going to get Dante Tatum versus Paul Devine one-on-one tonight. A dream match you never knew you wanted. Thankfully, this match going to continue in the ring. We're not going to get another count-out. Irish whip to the corner by Heist. Going to make the tag. The Brown tries to, but a jawbreaker to stop him from doing so. And now a face buster right off the knee. Still not done. Irish whip into the corner of Thunder from Down Under. Double knees to the back, though. Great reversal by Heist. Didn't see that knee coming. Hendricks now not the biggest guy in the world, but that is still going to do some damage. Rebounding off the ropes. Building a head full of steam for that splash, and once again, going to put Heist in the corner, but Curtis is doing a very good job of keeping Jacqueline at bay, not allowing him to make that tag he obviously wants. Grabbed by the head. Curtis Heist going to walk Jacqueline slowly, but surely, to the corner of the Street Gods, and Hendricks having absolutely nothing to do with it. Running bulldog from the corner, but now Hendricks tiring out. That allows Curtis Heist to get the tag. Anthony Brown goes for a sliding shin strike, but a kick to the chest. Misses the stomp. Punch right to the ribs, man. Jacqueline left himself wide open there. Anthony took the shot, stomped to the back of the head. This is what I'm talking about with the Street Gods being so lethal as of late. They just do not give a single F what they have to do to win their matches anymore. And that's what desperation will do to you. How many times is Hendricks going to get knees to the back in this match? He's probably learned by now that that's not going to work. Slapping the tit on the way down for that reverse DDT. Moonwalking his way over to tag in Ashley Amell. Perhaps Amell can bring this match to its conclusion. Continue the winning ways of Thunder from Down Under, who again, their only defeat since coming to Supremacy at the hands of the Street Gods via countout. Thunder from Down Under still unpinned, still unsubmitted. Oh, but look at this, Anthony Brown out of nowhere with that standing cutter of his, vintage Anthony Brown, and the Street Gods almost able to win this one legitimately. But Amell remaining resilient at least for now, but that may not last long. Tag to Curtis Heist gets blocked. Irish whip all the way across the ring. Ashley Amell slowly approaching, looking for the category 5 maybe. Another standing cutter, but Ashley Amell says 1 is fine, no thank you. A race to see which team can make the tag first, it would seem at this point. Both desperate to do so. There we go. Back elbow. Jacqueline Hendricks currently fighting Chris Benoit's ghost on the ringside area. Ashley Amell from the corner. He's calling for it, lining up his shot. Gonna split round in two, or maybe not. Reversing the spear into a DDT. Anthony Brown in the blink of an eye. Retaking control for the Street Gods, and this may be it. Tag to Curtis Heist. The former unmatched tag team champion. Man, imagine all the way to Curtis Heist just coming down on you with a senton like that. And then a sit-out powerbomb, too. Ashley Amell is not looking too hot right now. Oh, dear Lord. Another deadlift sit-out powerbomb. You've got to be kidding me. Ashley Amell getting turned to hamburger meat right now at the hands of Curtis Heist, who goes to the corner. He's getting that shoulder ready. Finger on the trigger. The clothesline blocked. Overhand punch by Ashley Amell. Kick to the midsection. Crossing the arms. Hang on a minute. Amell. What? Ashley Amell with a straightjacket neck breaker. Curtis Heist said that tickled. Immediately getting up. Amell for a moment didn't know what to make of it. Now we get a pendulum dropkick. Double boots dug into the chest. Tag made to Jacqueline Hendricks now. Who's going to roll Heist towards the center of the ring. Giving him a taste of his own medicine with the deadlift reverse mat slam. And now it's Jacqueline who's looking to explode from the corner. On his tippy toes, full steam ahead. But Curtis Heist just freaking throws him into orbit. Now he's going to the corner. Probably looking for that clothesline, and there it is. Hendricks just walked right into it. I don't think he had any idea. Seems like he's okay, though, brushing it off. Nothing but dirt off his shoulder. And now here he goes once more. Giving it his best shot. Right down the sights, and there it is. On the money. Heist. What's he doing? Look how he stands right in front of Ashley Amell, almost taunting, saying there's nothing you can do about it. The punch gets countered. Jacqueline slapping his hand away, saying, get that shit out of here. Now grabs him by the hair. Blowing on the knuckles. Bam! Directly to the mush. 1, 2. Oh, man. Just about as close as you can get. 2.999, but Thunder from Down Under, at least for now, unable to find their retribution. Big old swinging neck breaker from Hendricks. Oh man, he's loving this neck breaker right now. Hardly able to keep himself standing, but again, connecting flush, and again, Curtis Heist just gets up. You can't seem to put a dent in the armor of Curtis Heist. This man is a friggin' tank. Into the front headlock, punch to the back of the head. Seems as though he's gonna smash. Yeah, Heist busted wide open. Face first off that top turnbuckle. Hang on a minute. What is this from down under? Shoulder thrust off the back. Body splash into a belly-to-belly suplex. How about that teamwork? Ashley Amell taking a second, relishing in the handiwork of TFDU. Now back on the attack as the blood pours down Heist's face. Looking to keep the tags frequent. Takedown, double leg. Didn't seem like Curtis Heist was able to break the defense of Amell there, who rolls out of the ring now, catching his breath. Gonna meet Heist on the outside, grabs him by the head. Heist just getting a face-first greeting with every single part of the ring in this match. Cheeky jab, caught, kick to the midsection instead. And we get a, oh my god! Tilt-a-whirl DDT. And Ashley Amell challenging Curtis Heist, saying, come on, you got something. Give it to me, because you're slacking right now. Single boot to the chest, but look at how Heist just overpowers Amell at the count of 7 now. Cheeky jab missed. And a pendulum backbreaker. Amell able to flip out of it using his agility. 9 count. Ashley Amell not wanting a repeat of a couple of weeks ago. Sternum first goes Heist on the apron, and then a high knee to the temple. Forget about it. Amell jumping right over Hendricks. Both men not looking too fantastic at the moment, though, tiring out. But here goes Amell to the high rank district. One last shot. Oh man, tried for the corkscrew senton. And look at how Heist just says, I don't think so. Deadlift back suplex. Stomp, evaded DDT, and both men are down. What a tag team war this has been to kick off Supremacy episode 11. It's Heist who gets up first. With the quickness, stomp to the face, and just slowly discus you punch it. Putting Amell on his back. Irish whip. Into the corner, here's a tag to Anthony Brown. Oh, knee to the midsection and then to the face. Amell is done. 1, 2. But somehow, there goes referee Tyson taking his first bump of the night. I don't even know what knocked him down. I think it was Curtis Heist trying to run back to the apron. Let's talk about the resolve of Ashley Amell, though, to kick out of that on his own. Now he's beckoning for Brown to get to his feet. What is he cooking up here in the kitchen? Nothing good for Anthony Brown, that's for sure. Irish whip gets reversed by Brown. Flipping right overhead. Amell too quick for Brown here. Dodges the clothesline of his own. The fans are certainly on their feet behind Thunder from Down Under. Jacqueline Hendricks about half dead on the apron. This might be up to Amell. Downward spiral. Into the pin. Do Thunder from Down Under have it in the bag? 1, 2. No, not yet. Stiff kick to the back, and Amell decides to give it one more try. The corkscrew senton. No, just like Curtis Heist before him, Anthony Brown able to get out of the way. That veteran instinct, if you will, coming in to aid him. Able to fight free from the corner. One boot right down the gullet of Anthony Brown. Thrown overhead with the fireman's carry. Overhand punch. Connecting with the pec. Irish whip off the ropes. On the rebound. Brown with his own single boot. Clutching his ribs. Oh, look at the The perfect pose by Brown. Trying to let everybody know it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. He does not fear Thunder from down under. Couple of double axe handles. Now we get a shoulder thrust. Rolls back. Whoa! In the corner. Back elbow. Ashley O'Malley like a wet spaghetti noodle. Nice sweep into a moonsault. This is what tag team action is all about. Mel says, Hendricks, come get you some. I need a breather. Well deserved, most definitely. Irish whip. Into the corner. Hendricks gets countered, though. Now he's the one who may be in big trouble. Curtis Heist flashing a grin as Brown with the drive-by kick. Hendricks bleeding like a stuffed pig. 1, 2. But neither of these teams, man, willing to give an inch. And look at Brown. I don't think he has any idea what to do at this point. Tag to Curtis Heist. Maybe he's got something left. Punch! Hendricks is damn lucky he got out of the way of that. I think it might have gone right through his head. Pulled back into a belly-to-belly suplex. Hendricks gets off an Irish whip, back elbow, enziguri. Chris Benoit's ghost causing problems at ringside again. Headbutt, blood to blood. I guess you could say they're blood brothers now. Kick to the gut, gets caught, German suplex. Man, Curtis Heist throwing fools around the ring in this match like it ain't nothing. Hot tag to Amel. He hasn't had a whole lot of time to catch his breath, but this might be the last opportunity for Thunder from down under in this match. That second clothesline gets countered. Curtis Heist almost throwing him out of the ring. What the hell is this? Shoulder block. Shoulder block again. Amel won't stay down though. Throws a wild punch out of desperation, but a back suplex. Gonna have him looking up at the lights. Eyes glazed over. Clothesline. Grabs the beard. Ashley Amel still fighting tooth and nail. Forearm smash. Pushing back, but Amel gets it off anyhow. Clothesline out of the ring, and Ash gets himself some time while Jacques Quinn is still down. Stop to the knee. Heist getting brought to his feet, grabbed by the ears once more. For I think the third time in this match, getting slammed face first off the apron. Curtis Heist, no stranger to bleeding. There's one of those punches of his that can just turn a man inside out in an instant. Thrown into the security wall, and Heist is pissed off now. He's already an unpleasant individual on any given day, but then you get under his skin like Thunder from Down Under has. Thrown into the steel steps. Overhand punch gets smacked away. Counter after counter, count of 8. At the moment by referee Tyson. 10, and Ashley Amel running on fumes. I don't know how either of these teams are still going. Just before 12. Ashley Amel. Irish whip into the corner. Blood all over his hands. Anthony Brown trying to distract referee Tyson. I'm not sure why. Amel missing that punch, almost left himself open. Irish whip to the corner again. The determination. Tag to Hendricks. Hang on a minute. Sleeper hold. Boom! The high-low. And Hendricks is like, all right, I've had just about enough. Right into the crossface by Hendricks. Will Curtis Heist be forced to tap as blood pours down both men's faces? Wrenching back with everything he has, but a Heist refuses to submit. Look at Hendricks looking at him like, huh? lining him up. He can't believe it. Tag back to Amel. Thwarted with a kick to the ribs. An elbow stamp. Gets an elbow to the face. And that shoulder tackle freaking changed the complexion of this match. Oh man, wrong time to taunt though, Heist. Or maybe not. Or maybe. I don't know. I don't know anything at this point. Punch the back of the head. What the hell is Jacquin doing here? What is he doing? Power bomb from the top rope. Are you kidding me? That's gotta be it. Get out of here. 1, 2. Huh? Good God above. Jacquin Hendricks stunned. Doesn't know how to proceed, just holding his arm out. I think he thinks he's won this match. Hang on, reverses the powerbomb into a roll-up. Hendricks, can he steal it? 1, 2. Oh, man. Every time you think Thunder from Down Under have it won. Street Gods are just like, nah, hang on a minute. Massive kick to the midsection into a modified Northern Light suplex, and Curtis Heist is non-human. That is like the 5th time in this match he's just gotten straight up after getting obliterated with an incredible maneuver. Referee Tyson taking a plunge for a 2nd time in this bout. And look it out. The Street Gods using the opportunity, just laying into Hendricks. Hurricane Rana. I think I have a newfound respect for all 4 of these men, no matter who comes out with the victory at this point. European uppercut by Brown. Gonna close that distance. Front headlock. Face first. Frequent tags, the name of the game for both teams. Something has got to give, man. Look at Brown taking out both members of TFDU with 1 elbow. Grabbing the legs, throwing Hendricks through the ropes, kick to the chest. Now he's going to join him. Code breaker coming out of nowhere. Hendricks takes it with a smile on his face. He is just gushing crimson red now, covering the entirety of his face. What are these guys going to do now? What is this? Oh, Hendricks falling for it. And now look at this, Heist leapfrogging. And again, all of that weight, almost 300 pounds on the lower back. And the hashtag no. Hendricks has been doing an incredible job of evading those knockout punches of Curtis Heist throughout this match. If any one of them would have connected, this match would have been over a long time ago. Luthes pressed, and now we get punch, 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 right hands raining down. Look at, oh my God. How a body is not meant to bend that way, guys. This modified STF, hard to watch, but Hendricks, much like Curtis Heist before in the crossface, unwilling to surrender. Tag to Ashley Amel, scoop slam, Amel flipping into the ring, drop kick to the chest, body splash. Man, I don't know which of these teams have had the better tandem offense in this match. This is one of my favorite tag team matches I've seen in a long time, but now Ashley Amel, oh, missed. Can't say I blame him. It's been a rough match, all right? All 4 of these guys at this point might be working with a concussion. Well, that slip up may be what finally costs Thunder from Down Under the knee to the gut and the knee to the face. There is no way in hell. 1, 2, 3. The Street Gods victorious again over Thunder from Down Under, and this time legitimately. Man, a tag team war is what we just witnessed. And it was just a minor mistake on the part of Ashley Amell. That's the only reason that the Street Gods were able to pick up the win finally. We are witnessing the rebirth of the Street Gods at the expense of Thunder from Down Under, but I would not mind seeing these two teams go at it again at some point in the future. Well, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, that was only our first match of the show here today for Supremacy Episode 11. Still a lot to get to, just 24 hours before tomorrow night's Purgatory pay-per-view event, the final stop on the road to Ascended 7. After tomorrow night, it'll be a straight shot to the grandest stage of them all. But coming up next, it is going to be a match I honestly believe could quite possibly be a show stealer, as Danger Cat, making his main roster debut, of course a beloved member of the NGW roster, and holy guacamole, does he have a hell of a first match here on Supremacy. The five-time undisputed World Heavyweight Champion being dropped into his lap. But imagine if Danger Cat wins this match. And it was Hayden, of course, who made his return to CMV. Last week, we hadn't seen him for almost 3 months, getting involved in Dante Tatum's match, trying to seemingly cost Tatum his Elimination Chamber qualifier against Perry Heenan. It didn't work in the end. The Catalyst able to defeat the Pitbull and earn his spot in the International Championship Elimination Chamber tomorrow night at Purgatory. And again, Tatum in action as well later on in our co-main event, going one-on-one with Paul Devine, who of course we all know very close with tightly. But I think this is a great test for Hayden. If he does have any sort of ring rust on him, Danger Cat most definitely gonna knock it off. Still to come tonight, the Zero-G Championship will be on the line as Jason Spade gets his shot at DRH. And in our main event, it's a preview of the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship Elimination Chamber tomorrow night at Purgatory, when Pierre Thompson and George King take on Brian Jacobson and champion Reese Ortiz. But there he is. The A-lister, taking some time away from the ring. Last week was his first appearance on Supremacy since its inception. And Hayden has been quiet thus far on why exactly it seemed like he was targeting Dante Tatum. I don't want to start spreading, conspiracy theories or anything like that, but if I had to imagine, we all know Hayden is an extraordinarily egotistical individual. And lately, especially these last few months, Dante Tatum has been getting compared to Hayden left and right as the next Hayden. I've said that myself multiple times, and I believe it. So perhaps Kitely not taking that too kindly to the comparison, but that's just my theory. I'm sure it won't be long until we actually hear from Hayden, who loves the sound of his own voice. So here we go, Danger Cat with his first venture on Supremacy, and man, could you ask for a bigger match than this as referee Tyson rings the bell. And these two gonna collide center ring. Danger Cat gets the first shot off with a Russian leg sweep, takes to the shoulder to follow up. Now grabbing the arm, but Hayden is there quicker, snapping Danger Cat's arm right over the shoulder, counters the Irish whip with a leapfrog. And another Danger Cat able to evade, but gets an arm drag. Coming up next, guys, here on Supremacy, going to be Shamrock, preparing for his Anarchy Championship match tomorrow night at Purgatory against Walter Bollet. Going one-on-one tonight with Bollet's tag team partner and one half of the Unified World Tag Team Champions, Gary Reed. Carnival tie-up, Hayden into a side headlock after we got that clean break. Danger Cat can push him into the ropes. Hayden running right back into a tilt-a-whirl DDT. Danger Cat with an homage to his tag team partner, Golden Cat, the Golden Shower. Hayden didn't take too kindly to it, coming off with a very aggressive clothesline. And we get another tilt-a-whirl, this time finishing off with a Hurricane Rana. I don't think Hayden was prepared for the quickness that Danger Cat's bringing to the table here. Both men missing their intended strikes. Cat is just going all in, man. He's just freaking throwing things out left and right, hoping that it sticks. Taking Hayden down in the corner into a cross armbar. The Feline Fatale going to try to force one of the greatest submission artists in CMV history to tap out. I don't think that's going to happen, though. And that's exactly what Danger Cat better be on the lookout for. The Hollywood hold can literally come out of nowhere. And if that ain't bad enough, Hayden packing that final cut as well, which he's been using more prominently this season. So many ways that Hayden can take you down. Danger Cat not showing any sign of fear, though. Double knees to the gut, not once but twice. Not uno, but dos. And now he's standing Unta Man right now. Danger Cat all over Kitely like peanut butter on jelly. Hooks the leg and only a 1 count. Again, Hayden been out of the game for almost 3 months. I think we're seeing that ring rust on him right now. Very evident against one of the best competitors currently on the NGW roster. Athletically gifted as they come, Danger Cat, despite his unique personality. Irish whip into the corner there. Not to be underestimated once that bell rings. Going around with the fireman's carry, and what a European uppercut by Kitely, almost knocking. There's the catchphrase. And look at how Hayden wastes little time going at the arm, perhaps seeking the Hollywood hold, but Danger Cat doing his homework in the corner, rolling up on Hayden. Not about that life. Lost in the woods is Danger Cat. I don't think he's out of the woods just yet. Let's look at Hayden viciously going after the hand. We all know how many little bones are in your hand. So easy to break. This is that soccer ball kick. Cat after the waist, punch the back of the head. Another punch to the back of the head. Up into the fireman's carry position. Just going to drop him sternum first on the top rope. Danger Cat not even given a millisecond to catch his breath before being shot down with another catchphrase. This time Hayden opts to go for the pin. 1, 2. Unfortunately for him, though, Danger Cat Not going to take the dive so easy. A lot of eyes are on him right now. This is that stomp. Jay Dynamite giving him a chance to prove himself here on Supremacy. Hang on a minute. Danger Cat looking to pounce. Hayden flung back and Danger Cat trying to hype himself up. I mean, a lot of these fans do seem to be behind him right now. He's thriving off that energy. What is Hayden doing? Looks like he just tried to leave the ring. Danger Cat cutting him off with a sunset flip powerbomb. Oh, Danger Cat backing into the corner. Hayden having no idea what he's turning around into. 9 lives. Perfectly executed. 1, 2. Oh, but Hayden, you had to know it. And Danger Cat certainly looking shocked, but what do you expect from the 5-time undisputed world heavyweight champion? Going to take a lot more than that to put him down for the uno, the dos, and the tres. Hurricane Rana. Danger Cat doing a good job, though, of readjusting and going back on the attack, not allowing that kick out to play with his mind. He's got this arm bar. Man, Hayden kicking his legs. Able to roll back. He's got a hold of Danger Cat's arm. Hammer lock, but man, did not see that elbow coming. On spaghetti legs. Hayden, final cut. Danger Cat jumping down behind, though. What a reversal to get out of it. And Hayden rolling out onto the apron. Danger Cat saying, come on. Get back in the ring. Let's have some more fun. Woo. Talking that trash to a living legend. You know, they say to respect those who came before you, but I don't think Danger Cat is going by that old adage right now. Dropkick sends him face first into the apron, and Hayden turning to me. Hello. I see you. Up to the jaw from Danger Cat, able to capitalize because Hayden feeling it necessary to get in my face for whatever reason. And now back into the ring. Hayden going to try to take the count out, Dub? Looks like he's telling Danger Cat, get back in the ring if you still have what it takes, kid. Danger Cat most certainly does. Kick to the knee. Off the ropes he goes. Hurricane Rana spiking him on the dome. Oh, my Lord. Going for it again. If he hits this a second time at close range as well. 9 lives, but a knee to the midsection. Gonna suck the air right up out of him. And Hayden gonna drive that knee right into Danger Cat's face. And Hayden has had just about enough playing around with the cat. Hollywood hold, Hollywood hold, Hollywood hold, locked in. Will Danger Cat be forced to tap? Yes, he will. I will say this much. Danger Cat putting up a better fight than I would have given him credit for. But in the end, the Hollywood hold strikes yet again. Danger Cat back to his feet. Gonna now show his respect to the legend, and Hayden appreciating the fight. Gonna give the cat his due. But Hayden is back. He seems to have his sights set on Dante Tatum. And after that performance, Tatum had better be ready. Especially with Paul Devine coming his way later on tonight. The action continuing here on Supremacy episode 11, guys, as Shamrock, in preparation for his championship match with Walter Belay tomorrow night at Purgatory, taking on the man that Belay shares unified championship gold with, and the American Dragon, Gary Reed. But guys, as I briefly mentioned earlier tonight, our co-main event here on Supremacy episode 11 was originally supposed to be Ryan Kemp making his in-ring return to do battle with Dante Tatum, but it was Andrew Briggs, who I don't think anybody expected to be here tonight, just 1 week removed from that just disgusting beatdown at the hands of Ryan Kemp, which cost Andrew Briggs his championship rematch with Reese Ortiz, we all know. But Briggs, despite doctor's orders, looking like a mummy, showed up to the arena tonight looking for Kent. And Kent, I guess, wanting to finish the job he started last week, finding Andrew Briggs backstage. But it did not go the way that he wanted it to. Andrew Briggs freaking taking Kent on a tour of the backstage area, throwing him into everything that wasn't nailed down, and in the end, Andrew Briggs jumping off of a semi-truck onto Ryan Kent, and both men have now been taken to a local medical facility, neither looking too great. But now the question is, will Ryan Kent be able to take part in the Elimination Chamber match for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship tomorrow night at Purgatory? He was replacing Bloody Justice, by the way. Nobody has seen Bloody Justice in weeks after being abducted by Levi Martin. So now, who's going to replace the replacement? It's like that Elimination Chamber spot is cursed or something. So Paul Devine filling in for the Firestarter later on in our co-main event against Dante Tatum. Right now, we see a man who has been on quite the roll as of late, earning his shot at the Anarchy Championship a few weeks ago, and now he's got his date with Walter Belay tomorrow night at Purgatory, and that's going to be like two semi-trucks running into each other at full speed. Shamrock trying to keep his momentum up while sending a message to Walter Belay, while Gary Reed, on the behalf of the Machine, going to try to wear down Shamrock a little bit here in this one. And there they are, the Unified World Tag Team Champions, who have a date with the Soli Bros in our first confirmed Ascendant 7 match. If the Armbar Society lose in that bout, Baron Blade must leave CMV, whereas if the Soli Bros lose, they will never get another shot at the Unified World Tag Team titles so long as the Armbar Society are champions. But again, a bit of a roadblock for both Belay, obviously, defending his Anarchy Championship against Shamrock tomorrow, and Chris Sullivan as well, as he will go one-on-one with Baron Blade. No disqualifications. If the Armbar Society get involved in that match, Jade Dynamite said she will strip them of the Unified World Tag Team titles. So here we go, Shamrock with Walter Belay keeping a close eye at ringside. One-on-one with the American Dragon, and this is like the perfect test for Shamrock, because Gary Reed and Walter Belay are so similar in terms of their in-ring style. First and foremost, submission experts, but they've also got lethal striking. So it makes them so great as a tag team. That's why they are the current Unified World Tag Team Champions after surviving that Hell in a Cell match, dethroning the Soli Bros at Absolution. Taken down with a clothesline and a kick right to the back. Gary Reed going to try to soften up that arm. Serve Shamrock up on a silver platter to Walter Belay tomorrow night. stomp to the lower back. Oh, and a jawbreaker. Gonna send Shamrock stumbling backwards, and there's a belly-to-belly suplex by the American Dragon. Misses the stomp, though. Shamrock to his feet. Shamrock has just been absolutely unstoppable these last couple of months, barreling through anybody and everybody, winning a Fatal 4-Way elimination match to earn his shot at the Anarchy Championship. Look at that, just throwing Shamrock full force down onto the knee. The way that Reed's back bent over the knee, kind of cringeworthy. Up against the ropes, though, Shamrock in no sort of good place. Irish whip drop down by Reed. Bicycle knee doesn't even ground Shamrock, who opts to suck Gary Reed right into his grasp, and now powerbomb after powerbomb after powerbomb. Almost putting him right through the canvas. Walter Belay, who now arguably could be considered the greatest Anarchy champion of all time, breaking both records. Not only does he have most defenses as Anarchy champion, but he is also the longest reigning Anarchy champion of all time. For over half this season, he has been laying fools out. The best of the best, left and right, to keep that championship around his waist. Will Shamrock be the one to finally put him down? From behind, big old inverted snap power slam. Stomp right down onto the face, and Shamrock showing off his unmatched power as Belay gets a front row seat to what he's got to deal with in just 24 hours, only a 1 count though. Camel clutch, Belay helpless to do anything for his friend and tag team partner, as Shamrock tries to break that back and make Reed humble. Able to get through the legs though. Ooh, and now we get a Michinoku driver, attempted Michinoku driver. I mean, these last 5 minutes, really the entirety of this match, Gary Reed started strong, but it has been all Shamrock with little signs of life here and there for Reed. But he is getting battered from pillar to post in this match. And Belay is trying to act unimpressed at ringside, but there's no way he ain't at least a little bit worried. Spinebuster in the 3 count, guys. Domination by Shamrock. Walter Belay just got a front row seat to what is coming his way tomorrow night at Purgatory. Will the legendary reign of the Machine be coming to an end, or will Walter Belay yet again be able to come out the other side still Anarchy champion? After that performance, I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know. It's the immovable object versus the irresistible force. Tomorrow night at Purgatory, I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be a fight between these two. And speaking of championship matches, up next here on Supremacy Episode 11, guys, just 24 hours before tomorrow night's pay-per-view event, Purgatory, the last stop on the road to Ascendant 7. It is the Zero-G Championship to be decided as Jason Spade gets the shot he's been calling for against DRH. It was a few weeks ago that Jason Spade returned after a month away from CMV, defeating DRH in a non-title match on Aftermath, and ever since then, Jason Spade been parading around saying he is the Zero-G Champion, just doesn't have the title to prove it. And again, calling for General Manager Jay Dynamite to give him this match that he says he earned, and well, you can't really argue otherwise. He did beat DRH. That puts him in the number 1 contender spot. But Jason Spade's got a lot on his mind, because in just 1 day's time, he's going to step foot inside of the demonic elimination chamber where he could very well become international champion. 2 days, 2 belts, said Jason Spade on Twitter, obviously confident in his own abilities. Jason Spade, who had his Elimination Chamber qualifying match right here last week on Supremacy against Paul Devine in a dream match that both Spade, Devine, and I think everybody in the CM universe was looking forward to, but it was Harvey Hastings who got involved, leading the match to go to a no contest, and Devine opting to give the chamber spot to Spade because he wants to get Hastings in the ring tomorrow night at Purgatory. So that is official. It will be Harvey Hastings versus Paul Devine tomorrow night, while Jason Spade steps foot inside of the chamber. Will he walk in as the Zero-G champion, though? Will he leave as international champion? Jason Spade been saying, give me opportunities, give me opportunities, give me opportunities. Well, now he's got 2 huge opportunities, back-to-back days, and we'll see if he can actually handle the pressure. Lights are on bright for him right now. Oh, someone's calling me on my iPad right now. All the way over there, though. Hopefully that call ends in a minute. It's Paul Devine calling me right now to tell me how excited he is to see Jason Spade in action. This, of course, is DRH's first championship defense since he won the title off of Jaquan Shea last month in that unforgettable just battle, is the only way to describe it, that spanned all around the arena. DRH showing in that match that he certainly deserves to hold that championship. But he took his first loss since returning to CMV for the first time in over 2 years to Jason Spade. And I think DRH wants this opportunity just as much as Spade does to try and get that win back. So here we go. The Zero-G Championship is on the line. It's do or die for Jason Spade. Been flapping his gums to anybody who will listen that he is essentially Zero-G champion, just doesn't have the actual title to prove it. Jay Dynamite saying, hey, you beat DRH. I'll give you the shot. We'll see if all that talk will actually add up to anything. Jason Spade's got to know that he can't afford to come out here and risk any sort of injury with the Elimination Chamber waiting for him tomorrow night. If he walks in there vying to become international champion with a sign of weakness, everybody's going to pounce on it. Look at DRH knows that. He's scratching his chin. He's like, I got this guy beat. There's no way in hell that Jason Spade is going to leave as Zero-G champion, says DRH, hoisting that championship up high for everybody to see who the champ is. Hands the title off to referee Tyson. Jason Spade, eagle-eyed, man. He's got his sights set on DRH, and he is not putting his glare elsewhere until that bell rings again. Might not be so smart for DRH to walk into this one underestimating Jason Spade. Spade did beat DRH, but let's remember, it wasn't like Jason Spade just came out and freaking put down DRH 1, 2, 3, easy peasy. These two freaking went at it in a hell of a match before Spade was eventually able to put DRH away after expending everything in order to do so. Big old boot across the face. DRH able to swing back with a knee across the chest. Wrapping his arms around the waist of Jason Spade and able to plant him with that sit-out powerbomb, but not even a 1 count. Forearm smash, caught and rejected. Open palm has DRH up against the ropes. Irish whip. On the rebound, going to take him down with another kitchen sink. Jason Spade doing a lot of damage to the midsection early on in this matchup. Only able to get a 1 count. DRH quickly back to his feet, but walks right into the arms of Jason Spade. Sends him face first off the top turnbuckle. DRH coming back quick with that elbow, though. And man, the ribs, guys. Only a couple of minutes into this one, where DRH could be, if not broken already, just about getting there. It's clear that Spade came out with a game plan in mind tonight. Look at that. Vertical suplex turn into a sit-out powerbomb. Shades of Paul Devine. We're still to see a little bit later on tonight. Spade dropping him right down onto the knee. And both of these guys, by the way, it's not just DRH, are walking in this match so certain that they are going to leave as champion. And it's that type of overconfidence that usually leads to superstars costing themselves a match. You've always got to respect your opponents, always got to be ready for what they bring to the table. DRH thinks Jason Spade's win a few weeks ago was a fluke. Jason Spade thinks he's already the champion. This is just the cherry on top. Percy's elbow on the apron, and now we get a abdominal stretch. See, and this is very much unlike DRH. You're not going to see very often DRH wrestling someone to the ground and playing around in holds. Neither one of these men, as a matter of fact. They love to go flying, and that's what Spade is looking to do right here with the coup de grace. DRH moving out of the way just in the nick of time by the skin of his teeth. Drop kick to the lower back in the corner, not going to do him any good though. Irish whip off the ropes. Hello. Beautiful German suplex. Flipping Spade's wings right into the cover. One. Oh, only a 1 count now. Grabbed by the hair into a front headlock. DRH expanding his assault now. Every single exposed limb of Jason Spade seems to be viable. Oh, there's the twist of fate. Jason Spade is in the drop zone, guys, but DRH, interestingly enough, not deciding to try and put this one away. Oh, Chris Benoit goes. Oh my God, Jason Spade is seeing things. I think that twist of fate knocked him for a loop, guys. He's seeing double. Now DRH, I think realizing he's got to put this one away while he's got the chance. Including 150 Spade. Maybe was playing possum though. And now DRH has no idea what's coming his way. Lands inverted lobotomy. Middle of the ring, hooks the leg. 1, 2. But DRH unwilling to release his grasp on the Zero G Championship so easily. Jason Spade, though, he knows damn well that he's got... Oh! What the hell? Coming out of nowhere with the roll-up. Just about a millisecond away from taking this one home. DRH is against the ropes. Jason Spade. He's got to keep up the pressure. Doesn't want to get ahead of himself, though. Gingerly approaching DRH in the corner. At the same time, that gave the champion a chance to catch his breath. What the hell is this? Jason Spade tied up in the corner. That was a clean, just about as clean of a kick as you can get to the face. And Spade doesn't know any better. Refusing to stay down. Throws out a kick. DRH sidesteps it. Now has a hold of the arm. Taking Spade down to one knee. Shot to the kidneys. And again. And a third time. Going for a ride. I don't know if DRH is tall enough, though. Oh, man. And here goes Spade, there goes Spade, trying to make it to the top rope, but it seems as though the challenger has tired out. Now he has no idea what he's doing. Maybe Jason Spade wasn't playing possum earlier. Maybe he really is suffering from a concussion. The way he's acting in this match, that's what it alludes to anyhow. That's exactly what I said at the start of the match. Jason Spade cannot afford any sort of injury, no matter how minor, in this match, walking into the chamber tomorrow night at Purgatory. Man, this kid doesn't know when to quit. Ooh, through the portal. Big cut escape, man. But now Spade just standing there on the apron. I'm going to have to call him after this match is over in between the break. 1, 2. Imagine if that was it. DRH again, though, with little to no time to spare. Up over the shoulder. Using these ropes like a tag team partner throughout this match. Pin after pin after pin. I think Jason Spade is realizing himself now that he is not in good enough condition for this match to go on any longer. He's desperately trying to put this one away as quickly as possible. Getting aggravated. Aggressive stomp to the chest. Elbow to the face has Spade backed up. Hurricane Rana by the champion. DRH says it's donezo. Kick to the top of the head. Jason Spade says not so fast. Running right into a Northern Lights suplex. Mamma mia! DRH with that upper body strength into a final cut. Forearm smash again. Misses the knife edge chop, though. That's all right. Jason Spade picked back up and just thrown out of the ring. Now, that's some disrespect right there. DRH, who does have a champion's advantage. He's able to retain via count-out disqualification. Jason Spade does not have that same luxury. What a magnificent reversal that was, though. Arm drag, DRH cut off, and Spade back into the ring. Doesn't want to give this match any sort of chance of ending via a count-out, but Spade talking that trash. And DRH rolling him up. 1, 2. Oh. That is how you cost yourself a match in one easy step. DRH doing the same goddamn thing now. Throws out a punch. Jason Spade able to get out of the way, and now it's tit for tat. Another twist of fate. DRH scurries into the pin this time. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. DRH is still Zero-G champion. Just like that. DRH able to even things up and retain the Zero-G championship. But Jason Spade back to see, hey, the champion showing some respect for another epic clash between these two, and Spade going to accept. And now the question is, what kind of condition is Spade going to be in going into the Elimination Chamber match tomorrow night at Purgatory? Because the way he was acting in that match, I'm not so sure. Sorry about that, guys. Had to give that kid the business. But anyhow, the show continues into our tertiary main event of the evening. And I am very excited for this one. Last week on Aftermath, both of these individuals debuting in their respective matches, both picking up victories, and now they arrive on Supremacy to do battle with one another. Ozone and Dada. Mano a mano. Both on Twitter this past week showing respect to each other and saying that they are looking forward to clashing inside of the ring. Ozone, though, unlike Dada last week, didn't have such a smooth debut match. Kyle Ross being sicked on Ozone by an unknown employer. Kyle Ross did his absolute best to make sure that Ozone's first match in CMV was his last match in CMV, to the point where Ozone, after the match was over, clocking Kyle Ross right in the jaw, wanting answers, as one would. Who hired Kyle Ross to go after Ozone? Because Kyle Ross doesn't do anything without getting paid. He's the fighting man for hire. Meanwhile, on that very same night, Dada making history with the very first ever intergender match in CMV history against Mike Kirsch, and defeating Mike Kirsch, which the Ultimate Joy of Pro Wrestling didn't take so well, going on a tangent afterwards on Twitter, challenging Dada to a submission match, which Dada accepted, and Jay Dynamite has set it up, guys, for next week right here on Supremacy. Dada said, I have no problem making you my B-I-T-C-H yet again. This is a Christian family show. I can't be saying things like that, you know. But both of these individuals have got to focus on the task at hand right here, right now, and that's each other. Referee rings the bell, and Dada going to clip Ozone with a clothesline and a kick to the chest. To boot, another kick to the chest as Ozone's trying to pick himself back up. Grabbed by the mask, gets a jawbreaker instead, creating some distance between these two. Dropkick evaded, and a clobbering blow to the upper back. Jawbreaker from Ozone, and a dropkick. Oh, hang on a minute. Kyle Ross. He's got a mission, guys. He wasn't able to accomplish it last week when Ozone defeated him. It seems as though his employer is still intent on wiping Ozone off the face of the earth. Kyle Ross causing a distraction, and of course Dara is going to capitalize with a punch to the back of the head, a running power slam, and now another running power slam. Ross parking himself a seat at ringside. Only a one count. Luckily Ozone is able to stay in this. Can't blame Dada for taking the opening presented to her there. Anybody smart would do the exact same thing. But now Ozone has to contend with Ross being at ringside here. And that question still looming, who's pulling the strings of the fighting man for hire? Dada going to throw Ozone to the outside, giving both a chance to catch their breath. Elbow to the throat by Ozone. Tries for a double chop to the midsection. Able to get back into the ring now. And a massive one-handed spine buster. Pulled up in a front headlock. Grabbing a hold of the tights. Vertical suplex. Dada. Incredible strength we saw against Mike Kirsch last week, and again here tonight against Ozone. A third running power slam. British Bulldog sweat. Dada's not finished either. Running buckle bomb. Ever since Kyle Ross came out here, Ozone has not been able to get a handle on Dada here. Is that simply amazing? Stalling vertical suplex, one-handed, one-handed. Get out of here. Into the cover, 1, 2. Only a 2 count for Dada. Hands atop her head. But Ozone not out of the woods yet. Kick to the midsection into the dominant. Hang on. Ozone able to slip free and drop down behind. Tries to pull Dada. 1, 2. Oh, man. Close one there. Reverse chinlock by Dada. Kyle Ross continues to keep a close eye from ringside. Not been able to catch up. Has Ozone headbutt. Only thing greeting him though is a full elbow to the face. Running over Ozone with that shoulder block. Now Dada, Irish whip into the corner, and Lariat. Something's got to give for Ozone, and quickly cross armbar. Getting Dada on her back. That should have been a pin, actually. As it just delivers punch after punch after punch to the face. And Lariat, Ozone says no thank you. Goes for that drop kick up against the ropes. Oh, back suplex. Look at Dada, no wasted motion. Another one-handed spine buster. Everything's got to be double, maybe triple reinforced for these power moves to not be slamming Ozone right through the gosh darn canvas. Runs himself into a drop toe hold, draped across that middle rope. Dada gonna use the ropes as a weapon. And again, gonna pull Ozone into that stalling vertical suplex. The blood rushing to the head of Ozone. And now dropped flush. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Ozone staying in it though. You can respect the fight. Look at the trajectory of this match, man. It's been completely one-sided, thanks in large part to Kyle Ross. Look at that Ozone with a sign of life. Still got some fight left in him yet, but how much is the question? Leg sweep. Irish whip into the corner. Coming up from behind. Oh, no. What does Dara have planned here? This is what she took out Mike Kirsch with last week. That discus forearm smash. 1, 2, 3. Dada victorious. With a big old assist to Kyle Ross, because as soon as he came out to the ringside area, Ozone 100% lost focus. And hang on a minute. Kyle Ross in the ring now, shaking hands. What? Is Dada the one who hired Kyle? Hang on a minute. Was this a ploy all along? Was Dada the one who hired Kyle Ross? Something is fishy here. I think we just had a lot of questions answered, guys, with that handshake between Kyle Ross and Dada. I mean, I said it myself. Dada taking advantage after Ross interfered. I think anybody would do that, but it makes a lot more sense if her and Ross are actually in cahoots, and it was she who hired him in the first place. But hopefully we'll get some solid answers soon. The show continues. Our co-main event up next, and this could not steal the show. This could steal the month, the year. Dante Tatum and Paul Devine about to collide one-on-one. And to think, this was originally supposed to be Ryan Kent versus Dante Tatum. But if not for Andrew Briggs killing Kent and maybe even himself earlier tonight before the show started, we wouldn't be seeing this. So I'm not going to say thank you, Andrew Briggs, because I would have preferred him not to jump off the back of a semi-truck down onto a concrete floor, perhaps shaving years off of his career, which was already in question after what Kent did to him last week. But Jade Dynamite, I will give props to her, putting this one together, lickety-split. Dante Tatum, who in Toronto this past Sunday night lost his NGW championship, and then immediately after had his head smashed through a car window by unknown assailants, as per his point of view, releasing a statement on Twitter a couple of days ago. But picking himself up and dusting himself off to compete here tonight and prepare for tomorrow night at Purgatory when he steps into the Elimination Chamber for the second time in his career, vying to become international champion. Qualifying by defeating Perry Heenan last week, and that was despite the interference by the returning Hayden, guys. And, well, Hayden, we all know, blood brother of this man, a fellow five-time undisputed world heavyweight champion, the man who puts the rising sun, Japan's biggest export, the Asian sensation himself, Paul Devine, who had an Elimination Chamber qualifying match, but it was Harvey Hastings who got involved, and him and Spade spat last week, leading to a no contest, and Devine actually opting to give Spade the spot inside the chamber so that he can get Harvey Hastings one-on-one tomorrow night. Devine, we all know, thinks the world of Jason Spade. And so that's a big pat on the back to give Spade that run at the International Championship tomorrow night inside the chamber, while Devine looks to put down the assassin. Probably doing a favor for Hayden as well, and going toe-to-toe with Dante Tatum right here tonight. Here we go, Dante Tatum, Paul Devine, the dream match that you didn't know you wanted, but we are getting the catalyst. The Asian sensation, Dante Tatum, exploding out of the corner with a Hurricane Rana to get things started. Wrenching at that arm, trying to rip it clean off, it would seem. Dante Tatum is surely in no sort of good mood after the week he's had. Hayden messing with him last week, losing his NGW championship in Toronto, getting his head smashed through a car window by a gang of goons who are still unidentified as of this moment. And now he's got to step into the Elimination Chamber tomorrow night. We saw what Dante Tatum is capable of, though, inside of a chamber earlier this season, that validation. As much as I don't want Dante Tatum to, further injure himself, if he doesn't jump off the top of the pod like he did at validation, I'll be disappointed. Irish whip by Devine, gonna send Tatum into the corner, drop kick to the lower back, gets sidestepped, forearm smash, connects to the midsection. Now Devine with an Irish whip. Super kick to the knee and to the jaw. 2-for-1 special. Divine gonna grab a hold of that arm, monkey flip. Dante Tatum sent overhead, almost outside of the ring. Coming up next, guys, in our main event, tag team action, giving a preview of the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship Elimination Chamber match taking place tomorrow night at Purgatory, as it'll be Pierre Thompson and George King up against Brian Jacobson and the Undisputed World Heavyweight Champ himself, Reese Ortiz. Dante Tatum, chest first onto the top rope. Divine not finished with him yet. Catchphrase right into the pin. 1, 2. All of the emotional damage and physical damage inflicted on Dante Tatum these past couple weeks catch up with him. All Divine not seeming all that impressed with Tatum right now. As a matter of fact, showing some disrespect right there. And now bringing Tatum into the Divine intervention. Shoots the half, hooks the leg. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Tatum's heart, Tatum's soul, well documented. And even at the hands of someone the caliber of Paul Divine, not going to go down without giving his absolute all. And we got a tweet here, guys, from Harvey Hastings, who says, Divine, you and I tortured each other all of last season, but I will make sure that your actions against my son don't go unpunished. I don't even want to give those accusations any sort of real footing. We'll talk about it in a minute, because right now Dante Tatum just hitting that twist of fate and now tossing Divine into the corner. Spark plug approaching, but a big boot is what awaits him. Irish whip, scoop slam. Dante Tatum able to drop down behind with a reverse DDT. I mean, why would Divine, just for no good reason, attack Stefan? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't care what those videotapes showed that Harvey Hastings put up on the Titantron last week. I don't buy it. Harvey Hastings saying he's just a father protecting his son, but again, there's just no good would do that. What a super run from the corner. Jawbreaker as Divine stepping back, rolling sunset flip, powerbomb from Tatum into the pin. 1, 2. I mean, if Dante Tatum defeats Paul Divine, that would be the biggest win of his CMV career. Pinning or submitting, otherwise defeating Paul Divine, a 5-time undisputed world heavyweight champion, one of the most decorated superstars in CMV history, a bona fide future Hall of Famer. Tatum might not remember anything, though, after those shots off the top turnbuckle. I think I counted 11 in a row. Tatum with the snap DDT. Not finished with Divine just yet. Pulls him in, single knee to the gut. Pump handle. Oh my God, Divine. Look how Tatum was like, oh, where'd he go? Vanished. Thin air. Tatum turned inside out with that short arm clothesline, and Divine on the hunt yet again. Looking to finish Tatum off with a second Divine intervention. 1, 2, 3. Paul Divine victorious. Dante Tatum has so much on his shoulders right now. Hayden seemingly gunning after him, losing his NGW championship, attacked by an unknown gang. His head thrown through a car window. And then add all that up, he was expecting to face Ryan Kent tonight. Instead, he's faced with Paul Divine, and even still, despite all that, Tatum giving the Asian sensation a fight. taking not one but two divine interventions to keep him down. Will Tatum be able to get himself straight, guys? Because 24 hours time, he steps into the demonic domain known as the Elimination Chamber. A pain he's experienced before, but is willing to endure again, all to become international champion. Gumbo with a rare appearance. I'm always up for a Gumbo camp. Alright, my fine feathered friends, here on Supremacy episode 11, it is main event time. A preview of what's to come tomorrow night, and the main event of Purgatory. The undisputed World Heavyweight Championship will be decided. We will finally find out who is going to the show of shows to headline Ascended 7 and face Royal Rumble winner PJ Moon in the main event. Reese Ortiz defending against 5 other men inside of the Devil's Domain. But right here, right now, it is Pierre Thompson and George King aligning to take on Brian Jacobson and the champ himself. A question now heading into this chamber is who's going to be the 6th man. Originally it was Bloody Justice, but Bloody Justice still missing after being abducted by Levi Marty. He was replaced by Ryan Kent, but Ryan Kent taken out earlier tonight by Andrew Briggs. There's no way in hell he makes it to Purgatory tomorrow night. So who's going to be that 6th man? That's going to throw quite a wrench into the gears, if you will. But either way, man, even if I knew who the 6th man was, I don't think I'd still be able to pick. All we know is that PJ Moon will be waiting at the end of the line for whomever endures the pain and the suffering that comes with the Elimination Chamber and the main event of the grandest stage of them all for CMV's crown jewel. But in this match, we're going to find out, well, number one, if there's any ring rust on the POV of CMV. This is Brian Jacobson's first match in, man, over 4 months, I do believe. Returning a few weeks ago, interfering in the championship match between George King and then world champ Andrew Briggs, costing King his shot, his one-on-one shot at the Undisputed Championship, which be damn sure King has not forgotten about. And then, of course, how is Reese Ortiz feeling after he and Xander Slate damn near killed each other last week here on Supremacy? Well, that had to feel real good for Reese Ortiz to make Xander Slate submit again, kicking off his reign with a bang. And here comes a man who has got a lot of money on him. Honestly, I'd say a majority of the CMV universe are betting on primetime Pierre Thompson to leave the Elimination Chamber tomorrow night as world champion. And with good reason. What a season it has been for the big dog, especially in recent months. I don't know who you are, Kitchener Leslie, but I appreciate that. Brings a tear to the eye. And what sort of alliance can we expect between these two who are no friends, but must work together tonight in their mission to obtain some momentum before the chamber? George King, who all season long has been saying, give me my one-on-one championship match, give me. And to his credit, I even admitted it before, I do think he deserved that one-on-one championship match. I think he should have gotten it a long time ago, but he finally did. Jay Dynamite granting him his one-on-one title match against Andrew Briggs a few weeks ago. And goddamn, Brian Jacobson of everyone returning and costing George King that championship he has been chasing for almost a year. Now, George King has not forgotten that. Pierre Thompson and George King, a team of bruises. And there he is, the POV of CMV. Brian Jacobson is back, baby. And there's not much of a bigger way you can return and say, hey, I'm here, than interfering in a world championship match. Brian Jacobson, don't let it be said he doesn't know how to make an impact. Putting the spotlight, if you will, on him, but also drawing the ire of George King. And I don't know if that's a man you want to be on the bad side of. Brian Jacobson not clear as to why he would do such a thing. But I'm more eager to find out what kind of physical condition he's in. He looks good. But once that bell rings, we'll find out if he's been keeping up with the training in this time he's been away. I guess he needed a break after, of course, TZ Mass was forced to retire. His best friend, his tag team partner, he came up in CMV with this season from NGW. But now Brian Jacobson's got to put that behind him. He's got a chance to become world champion in just 24 hours' time tomorrow night at Purgatory. And last but most certainly not least, the man who walks into the biggest challenge of his career tomorrow night at Purgatory. Only a couple weeks removed from picking up that undisputed World Heavyweight Championship at Homecoming. Now he must defend against not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 other men. And inside of the most deadly structure, the Elimination Chamber. And he's got to find a way to come out the other side if he hopes to move on to the main event of Ascendant 7. Reese Ortiz, who has Josh Wolf nipping at his heels even still, trying to maintain his focus on that championship that is wrapped around his waist. And we saw last week, lit up that ring against Xander Slayton, was victorious Look at Pierre Thompson and Brian Jacobson starting things off though here in this tag team match. Brian Jacobson trying to clothesline Thompson. And, didn't work much, but now gets him out of the ring. That didn't take very long. Double axe handle. Pierre Thompson able to duck it. Forearm smash. And now a nice snapmare takedown. Grabbing a hold of Thompson's hair. Midsection gonna suck the air right up out of him. Slapping away that hand. These four men will be joined, of course, by Chris Diamond and one other. We do not know who the sixth man will be. Originally meant to be Bloody Justice, then Ryan Kent. But I said earlier tonight, it's almost like that spot is cursed. Who is going to replace the replacement? We'll have to wait and see. No word from Jay Dynamite as of yet. She's had a rough night. A lot of decisions falling onto her lap. Not a whole lot of time to think them through. Count of 9. Seems like these two have got some sort of beef to work out. They're just laying into each other. 10. Here, Thompson grabbing the dome, tossing Jacobson back into the ring, and just the count of 12. Hot tag made to Reese Ortiz. Coming in with a fire under his ass, but walks right into the hands of Pierre Thompson. And of course, Pierre Thompson, an ally of Xander Slate's. Watched what happened last week. Tag George King, who is never on any given day in a good mood, but lately somehow been even worse. He didn't just spit in my oatmeal earlier tonight. He actually took the bowl out of my hand, spit in it, and then threw it on the ground. Never been disrespected like that in my life. Reese Ortiz taking George King over to the corner. Perhaps going to try to attempt a tag. King been fiending to get his hands on Brian Jacobson these past few weeks. Thrown overhead with the fireman's carry, pulled up in the front headlock. George King. Clothesline, almost decapitating Reese Ortiz in the corner. Not done. 110th Street Slam. I feel a little bit of a late reaction for referee Tyson, but King is not finished. Royal flush to the champ. One up. Not even able to obtain that. Brian Jacobson coming in for the save, and Pierre Thompson running interference. I think Jacobson might regret that now. In the confusion of Reese Ortiz able to pick himself up. Oh man. Brian Jacobson trying to help out. I think might have backfired. Go behind George King, slamming Reese Ortiz ribs first, down onto the knee. Back body drop though from the champion Brian Jacobson, again grounded on the outside. What is this, a reunion here in the chat today? Now we're getting Borden. Kick to the midsection. Wraps the arm around the neck. Modified backstabber. Ortiz, a lot of naysayers in his ear ever since homecoming. I think he silenced a lot of them last week with his performance and victory over Xander Slade, but even still, there's those that saying his championship reign is a fluke, and once he steps into the chamber, a deserving champion will put him down and go on to headline Ascendant 7. It's been a rough season, about as rough can get for Reese Ortiz. Everything that he's been through with Josh Wolf, somehow able to come out ahead of it and become world champion. But now his first defense pits him against 5 of the best, well, 4 of the best, and perhaps a 5th best, we don't know. On the side of the Elimination Chamber, dang, that torture rack bomb. Dropping Reese Ortiz down to the mat. Little to no care for his well-being. He's firing back. Super kick. Tornado heel kick. Referee Tyson is really with the theatrics tonight. Coming in hot. Tornado cutter by the champ. George King. And his face splattered off the mat. Jacobson getting his revenge for the triple powerbomb before. Dropping Thompson with the jawbreaker. Reese Ortiz showing everybody what he's working with. Turning his attentions back to King. Too little, too late, though. Another 110th Street Slam from King. Look at how he immediately pulls Ortiz up to the vertical base. Sternum first, into the turnbuckles. Irish whip. Out onto the apron, hanging on for dear life. Having that strip. See you next fall. Into Guru. There you go. Ortiz in hot pursuit. Jockeying for control, excuse me. George King. Smash easily going to be able to overpower Reese Ortiz here. Jeez, he's laying into him. Oh, right into the announce table now. Careful. Mountain Dew here, right on the edge. Got George King laying in to Reese Ortiz so fiercely that he's gassed himself out. There's a lot of pent-up anger in George King that he is very obviously just unleashing on the world champion right now. Busted open is Ortiz. That cut he received at the hands of Xander Slate last week. Look at Brian Jacobson has seen enough. He's got to intervene. Saving grace there. Ortiz able to catch his breath now. Elbow. Count of 11. George King goes face first off the knees of Brian Jacobson. 12-0. Ortiz just worked so well the first time. Again and again and again. Count of 13, guys. 14. Reese Ortiz, though, I think he's got a fire in his eyes right now. He's completely oblivious to referee Tyson's count. He is just wiping George King's face off. Jacobson's got to do something. We're kind of 17 right now. Ortiz finally realizing. Tag to Jacobson. George King's asleep on his feet. Guys. Oh, wow. Jacobson breaking the count with 1 second to go. I guess didn't want his comeback match to end that way. Wants a definitive victory heading into the chamber. Now he's exchanging blows. Now, this is more akin to a freaking alleyway brawl than a wrestling match right now. Now Jacobson is freaking throwing out everything under the sun. Backbreaker. Stomp to the throat. Jesus Louises. And I mean, I at least understand it between these two. Count of 10. Brian Jacobson walking George King over towards the steel steps. King puts a halt to that. And has finally had enough of the ringside area. Thank goodness. Actually get a proper wrestling match now. Almost forgot about Pierre Thompson for a minute. He was just chilling on the apron. He didn't want anything to do with that. He was like, I'm good. George King, do your thing. King now going to tag in the big dog. Goes for a stomp. Jacobson able to evade. Irish whip off to the corner. Body splash. Gets sidestepped in a body block. Pierre Thompson says time to go night-night. Stomp onto the face. Pulled up to a vertical base forearm smash. Kick to the midsection. Might have snapped the ribbon too. Michinoku driver. That stomp though. Jacobson, knife edge chop. Behind him, belly to belly suplex. And Thompson looking to hammer the final nail into the coffin with the highlight. 1, 2. Reese Ortiz getting into the ring. He got a bit scared. Gotta have that faith though. Jacobson on his own resolve. Survives, slipping out of this camel clutch. Maybe a busted lip. Oh, hang on a minute. Virtue signal. from the POV of CMV. 1, 2. Oh, but the distraction by George King giving Peter Thompson the time he needs. But look at Jacobson. He's like, don't worry, I got another one for you. Virtue signal numero dos. 1, 2. Oh. George King this time forced to get his hands dirty, break up the pin himself, and Jacobson says, I got something for you too. Taking on everybody, anybody. Jacobson is back. He's looking better than ever. Picking George King up, saying, go ahead and take yourself out of the ring. Refocusing on Peter Thompson now. Clothesline, clothesline. Ducking Thompson's clothesline. Super kick. Silky smooth. Glimmering in the lights here on Supremacy in our main event. Brian Jacobson playing around with Pierre Thompson, that joint manipulation. Snap that wrist right in half. Good God. Pierre Thompson not able to keep up with Jacobson. A third virtue signal. Yeah, Thompson says, I don't think so. I've had quite enough of that. Elbows to the temple. One after the other. Now a European uppercut. Oh boy. This will be 4, 5, and 6 power bombs to Jacobson in this match. Now after the knee, trying to incinerate it. The play of the day. Warded by Jacobson, got a hold of the arm. Thompson doing his damnedest to get free. Arm drag, Jacobson down. Irish whip into the corner. Punch to the back of the head, the assist from Ortiz. Now we get an oh, there goes referee Tyson. He's just bumping. Oh, and King tagging himself in. There's a whoopsie from Jacobson. Oh my goodness. Jeez, man. Look at going after Thompson too. Damn, Jacobson doesn't know when to quit. Uh-oh, this might be up to Jacobson, guys. Ortiz looks about half dead. Hardly able to keep himself standing on the apron. Clinging onto those ropes for dear life. Big boot. Caught by Jacobson and a knee to the chest. That'll make it hard to breathe. Dragged by arm and leg. What is Jacobson thinking here, guys? The cogs in his mind are turning. Goes in for a belly-to-belly. Able to get out of the way of that big boot again. Jacobson needs a tag to Reese Ortiz. Up against the ropes. Hang on a minute. Brian Jacobson, knee to the face. Down to the outside goes George King, and that's going to give him the opening to finally make the tag to Ortiz. More than happy to go and collect King. George King, though, not so much. Whoa, neither man budging. Running into each other with some shoulder blocks. DDT on the outside off that kneeling position. And the war these four men are putting each other through right now, nothing compared to what they're going to have to go through tomorrow night inside of the Elimination Chamber. Chris Diamond got to be feeling lucky right now. He's at least getting a night's rest before having to enter the Devil's Domain. Meanwhile, these four beating the snot out of each other. George King busted open as he goes face first off the apron. Hot tag, though. Ortiz may have just unintentionally screwed himself. Prime time coming in like a house of fire. Enzu lariat from Ortiz. 1, 2. Almost able to catch the big dog off guard. Tag. Back in comes Brian Jacobson, who is loving the fanfare. Tells Thompson hip toss takedown. Knee right to the chest. George King not down for long. Collects himself back on the apron. Lateral press gets only a 2 count. Oh my God. What the hell? Alexa just starting to talk about newspapers out of nowhere. Pierre Thompson going for that close. Oh my God, that scared me. Pull back into a snap power slam. Pierre Thompson feeling it now. Jacobson desperately trying to crawl over to make a tag to Reese Ortiz. Clothesline. Ducking Jacobson's clothesline. Now we get a leaping lariat. Short arm shoulder block. Kicks out the knee. Pierre goes for a clothesline. Jacobson pulls him right into that stun gun. Kick to the midsection from the POV. Hip toss knee. Right down the sights, man. Everybody in this match is looking worse for wear at this point. And that does not bode well. Not going to be a whole lot of time for them to rest up. And Pierre Thompson looking for another highlight on Jacobson, but an elbow's waiting for him. Oops. Irish, watch out, Tyson. You're taking more than enough bumps for the night. Whatever Jacobson's going for there. Pierre Thompson not playing around, half Boston Crab. Jacobson able to get a leg 3, push him back. Spine buster from Jacobson, one of the best in the game today. Oh, okay. Reese Ortiz, what's he doing? Hang on, trying to cut off George King, but took an indirect route. That ended up costing him, but very well may have been the 3 count to get them the victory. But with George King down, this could be Jacobson's chance to strike. Oh, but man, come on now, 6, 7, and 8 power bombs. Jacobson has now 8 in this match. Welcome back. Reese Ortiz causing a distraction on the apron. Pierre Thompson foolish enough to fall for it. Who's going to wake up first? Boltman on spaghetti legs. Jacobson shakes the cobwebs. Virtue signal again. And that is teamwork. 1, 2, and how? Pierre Thompson now pissed off. Jacobson, elbow to the shoulder. Irish whip across the ring, into the corner. Pierre Thompson coming up from behind with a back suplex turned into a sit-out powerbomb. 1, 2. George King trying to take out Reese Ortiz, and now it's just mayhem in the ring. Reese Ortiz dropping to the outside, and Jacobson maybe on his own now. Play of the day finally connecting. George King going to get himself disqualified. Referee Tyson having a tough time in this match, maintaining order. These 4 rapstallions. Oh, and there is the deep impact. And somehow Jacobson getting his shoulder up off the mat. Grabs the arm. Pierre Thompson dropping down to 1 knee. Able to shoot off some punches to the midsection though, with Reese Ortiz still unconscious outside of the ring. This numbers game catching up with Brian Jacobson. There's only so long that you can survive. There's Ortiz. Is he going to be able to save the POV, though? Or will the POV save himself? Thompson trying for another highlight. Irish whip into the corner. Jacobson. What? Oh, hang on a minute. Virtue signal from the corner. That's the 4th time he's hit that in this match. Come on. Oh, George King right there. He's going to be able to break that up easy. No problemo. And Jacobson not happy about it. Reese Ortiz just going to run the ropes. Okay. I don't know if that's what he should be doing right now, but I'm not going to give him any advice. Not my place, but Brian Jacobson with a 5th virtue signal to Thompson. 1, 2, 3. Finally, Jacobson putting down the big dog. Brian Jacobson with a successful return to the ring for he and Reese Ortiz. And that was just a small taste of what we're going to see go down inside of the Elimination Chamber tomorrow night at Purgatory. And with the addition of Chris Diamond, or whoever that 6th man is going to be, forget about it. Celebrating a hard-fought win here tonight, but tomorrow they'll be enemies because only one man can survive the Elimination Chamber. Only one man can leave as world champion, and only one man can go to the main event of Ascendant 7 to meet PJ Moon on the grandest stage of them all. Alright guys, thank you as always for tuning in and watching along with me. I hope that you enjoyed the show, and if you are new, make sure that you drop that follow so that you get those notifications when I go live the next time, which will be tomorrow night for Purgatory, the last stop, guys, on the road to Ascendant 7. After that, it is a straight shot to the show of shows, and you all know the business. If you want to join, exclamation point join in the chat. Can you guys hear that motorcycle? Some douchebags revving his engine outside, but exclamation point join will give you a link to our website, communityuniverse.4motion.com, exclamation point Twitter, exclamation point Discord, links to our social media, and I will do, well, you guys tell me. I can put Aftermath on right now, but I won't be able to commentate, so it's going to be silent because I have things to do. This stream went on way longer than I thought it was going to. This might be one of the longest episodes of the season. So I can put Aftermath on for you guys, but there isn't going to be any commentary, or I can, it's kind of, I have to do that, because otherwise the episode orders will be all in disarray. Yeah, I kind of have to. So I'm going to put on Aftermath, but there isn't going to be commentary for it, unfortunately. So you guys can watch if you like, or just catch it on the replay, whatever you want to do. But I will see you properly tomorrow night for Purgatory. Love you, love you, love you, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.